Hi everyone, welcome to Metasentir's very first YouTube video. We are a business relocation concierge here in Korea that helps you and other foreigners coming to work here in Korea adjust to their lifestyle and hit the ground running, especially if you have a job to do here and you need to adjust as quickly as possible. We're your right-hand man for different lifestyle related issues or challenges you may have. So that could come from immigration, it could come from in the form of finding a house, and even we can also help you with putting together wonderful travel itineraries or premium travel itineraries. So usually our content out here is going to be just simple content that, you know, if your Korean's not up to par or you're not sure what you're supposed to do when you're on the ground over here, we provide you assistance and little content here and there to help you figure out and make you feel more confident about you coming over here and enjoying your stay or having an easier time to properly settle down. Today's web video, we're going to focus on something really quick. HiKorea.go.kr is basically the immigration website, and you use this website to book a visit to the immigration office. Korea is obviously very wired, very technologically wired, and if you're going to want to go to immigration office to get any work done, you need to make a reservation, and we're just going to walk you through that and go through very important elements. I'm going to try to make this a quick video, and if there's some element of this whole page that you need to be translated or you want more clarification on, do please leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to let you know. Here we go. This is 방문 예약. This is making a reservation to visit the immigration office. 신청하기 means to apply for. So we're gonna go over here, and the first thing you'll see is this really cute animation and text. It's just kind of a guide with some simple FAQs. Are you planning to visit the immigration office? Please apply for a reservation. And here are some FAQs that if you're curious about. We're not going to go through all of them, but one of them is, do I have to make a reservation? And yes, you do, since April of 2021. Here, and again, if you want me to kind of go over these more in depth, you're more than welcome to. I'm just going to skim over this. Here we have what it looked like before this whole reservation system came in place. It was super crowded. I used to be there myself. And we also have, this is what it is like now. It's much less crowded, excuse me. Not necessarily you don't necessarily wait just 10 minutes. It's a little bit longer than that, but you do get in and out within 4 hours, I would say. Within less than 4 hours. Here are some other related FAQs that I'm just gonna skim over. If you want to know, just again, leave it in the comments. Some people may be worried about this, so when you're making your reservation, some things to be cautious about. The 법무부, this is the Ministry of Justice branch. They're gonna inspect your IP address. I mean, it's not too big of a deal. Periodically they will inspect it, and then if you don't pay if you didn't pay your utility bills, or they're in arrears, you're behind on payments, or for your health insurance, be sure to bring a receipt for those payments, because if you're behind in your health insurance here, it does affect your visa. So if you're kind of in arrears for that, they do ask you to bring that. I obviously have not been in this situation, and I, as an advisor, advise you to not do that as well. Pay your bills. Here, if your visa is about to run out before your date, make sure that you make a reservation before your visa expires. Generally, what happens if you cannot make a reservation on here, immigration will just usually tell you, okay, well, the day before your visa is going to expire. I do not recommend this, by the way, but if, for example, you need to report your new address, which is you have to do within 2 weeks of moving, if you still can't get a reservation the day before it hits the 2-week deadline, you can go to the immigration and say, I couldn't get a reservation, and they'll see you on the spot. So in those kind of situations, they're very flexible. I guess I can't say the same thing about Europe. But here, last thing also is I mean, this is pretty cut. Korea usually has a tendency to make these cut and dry disclaimers that are quite obvious. I mean, here it's saying you agree to that, the fact that you're just making a reservation to visit the immigration office. This does not in any way that guarantee that you have fixed, or not fixed, excuse me, how do I say it, that the thing you're going for, the paperwork you're going for, has been resolved or registered or taken care of. So you press agree or I understand these conditions, and you have two choices. You can either you can register for an account, or you can be as a non-member and make the reservation. I'm in fact lazy to do this myself, so I just go as 비회원, so non-member or without an account. And again, it's warning you, do not, if you're gonna come here while your visa's expired, you could get a fine. So they're just warning you, and we'll move on. And while that is going on, I am going to, it's a little slow, there we go. You're going to see three selections here. You have you can choose, you have to identify yourself before you can move on to the process, the reservation process. So this is if you have your own ID card in Korea already. Here's your passport. You have to input your passport, or if you got a visa already in your passport before you come to the country, you import it over here. I personally have my own ID number. Usually it will be your birthday here, and then they'll give you a number over here. Usually, I think if you're a male, foreign male, you give a 5 as a first digit, and if you're a woman, you get a 4. Generally, your number will come out very differently. So, and then, or not too differently, I should say. And then, the day that you got the ID card, they have their own particular date that they print or create these ID cards. That will be on your ID card itself. So that's something you can put in the date. And here is 7406. Yeah, we already know that. And don't forget, here is your nationality. I think I covered everything. Let me see here. Again, it's warning you if you have some sort of legal timeline, or like that you have to be there, that you have to be at the immigration for, or if you have to, if your visa is about to expire, it's warning you again to make sure that you may get a fine and everything before when you visit. So they're just warning you here. I'm gonna put in my information here, and then we can move on. Information, and this is the reservation spot. Where here's the name of the office that we have to go to. If we put that into Naver map, this is the map system that Korea uses. This is Seoul right here, and if we zoom in, this office right here is where we have to go to here. Okay. Generally, I have to go to this particular section because if you look at this following picture, you'll see that everyone who lives within this blue area has to go to this particular this particular office. If you live in the yellow, you go to this office, and then if you live here, you go to this office. So we actually have 3 here. And if you can't figure that out, then you can just go here, put in this. If you already live here, you can put in Seoul and put in the 구 that you're in. In this situation, we can see Kangdong-gu or Mapo-gu. You can put these in, and then it'll tell you exactly which of these 3 you have to enter. Next, if you in the building, you have to pick between a different department. Here, honestly, I think the rules have changed. Usually, the 2nd or 3rd floor was just reserved for Chinese nationals. I think it's changed. Everything happens, in fact, for us, for non-Chinese nationals on the 1st floor. And I'm just following these dates. I don't know why they changed it like this, but it's July 19th as of my calendar. So if it's before that point, I guess this means up to October 13th. And we'll pick over here. Here's the name, and if we want to, generally if you want to register your new address, if you move places, you have to tell immigration as well. You have to, if you want to register your visa for the first time, you have to come here. I mean, for all universal immigration paperwork. So here, if you just came to the country for the first time, you can register yourself, and then this is where the domestic ID card process starts. Or if you lost your ID card, like I did once before, you can get it. This is for getting it again, getting a new card. If you want to extend your visa, it's just telling me here that this is actually possible to be done through online. Let's just ignore this for now. For here, if we want to change the visa type that we have, I'm not sure what 자격 부여 is. It's like granting you a particular visa, I guess. Maybe this is for a more challenging type of visa. If you have something outside economic activity or something you want to do that's outside the scope of your visa, and you want to get permission for it, you click here. This is also 혹은 신고까지. Yeah, so they're saying if you can't get a reservation in time, then you can they want you to do it online, except for D2, D4. I'm sure the thing I just clicked earlier was saying the same thing. A lot of these are also, I don't think many of you are going to really need these. Cheryuji, Pyeonggyong, this is also, you can also change this as well now. That's great. If you wanted to if you changed your address, you can also do this online. I don't think you need to worry about the rest of these, especially 재학생. This is I guess this is for going back to school for elementary, middle, or high schoolers. I don't think you guys are going to need this. I'm going to keep moving. Put in your phone number, and let's see here. And here's you can use this, put in a 4-digit number here, and so that you can access this. Since you don't have an account, you put in a 4-digit number, and then you can access this later if you want. Next is, you need to pick one of these. So let's say I want to get a new ID card, and now I want to pick the day I want to visit. So generally, I don't know what happened, but generally I have had to wait a full, these are blacked out, right? I've seen a full month blacked out before. I think things are I think people schedule stuff more in advance now. So I guess it's relatively free. Don't expect it to be this free though. This is the first time I'm seeing 5 days worth of only it being 5 days delay. So let's look here. There's still a lot of time here left. The further you go, obviously, the more the freer your schedule is. My suggestion is always to go in the morning, because just because it says 6 people reserving this 9 o'clock slot doesn't mean that all 6 are going to get done at the same time. You should definitely, if you schedule for something in the afternoon, definitely plan. I still like to come in an hour early before, because I don't know how fast they go. Even in Korea, even with administrative work, the public servants will try to go as fast as possible through everybody. And some people, I guess, just don't show up. So, your turn may come faster than you expect. So unless you come at 9 o'clock or lunchtime, or actually not even lunchtime, excuse me, they may be at a certain number or be behind. Don't expect to be seen immediately unless it's right here at the beginning. But I always like to suggest you always get something in the morning so that you don't wait too long, and you probably will be seen in a timely fashion. When you go there into the office, you'll see that there will be a list of names, and your name will be on there after you do this reservation process. Eventually, I will probably go to the office, immigration office, and hopefully if they allow us to take video there, we will, so that you kind of get a better visualization of what you can expect when you come here. Let's pick this section, and here all you have to do is just also pick why you're visiting, give them advanced information. I always write in Korean because I've been here for so long, and I just think the institution that upholds the state and uses the Korean language should be written in Korean, but I have seen a lot of English being spoken there. You can write it here. And after you press 신청 or apply or confirm, you will have your confirmations page show up. I don't want to make a reservation in my name just now. You'll see the confirmation screen when you do. After you press this, just take a screenshot and you're good to go. That's it. Thank you very much. If there's any translation you want to hear that maybe I skipped, don't hesitate to just let me know in the comments, and we will reach out to you and just provide you all the information. Any other ideas that you have that for content that you may be useful, definitely leave it in the comments or reach out to us and we will definitely do so. Okay, thank you. See you guys.